The achievements God predestined for Adnan Oktar. In 1979, Adnan Oktar started spreading Islam alone as a young university student. God, in response to Adnan Oktar's sincerity, predestined him to find success on a scale almost unprecedented in history. From 1979 until now, Adnan Oktar is the only person who wrote 300 books with 65,000 pages in total that were translated into 73 languages. Tens of thousands of websites have been created using his works. Adnan Oktar's articles are currently published in 217 newspapers, journals, and websites in 47 countries. Adnan Oktar is the only writer who has published articles in Wahhabi Saudi Arabia and Shia Iran, as well as Communist China, Israel, Russia, and America, and read by millions. In every country, people are reading Adnan Oktar's books on the subway, on the bus, or while walking on the sidewalk. Adnan Oktar's books were there on New Year's Eve, on the world's most crowded square, the Times Square, where millions of people were gathered. Adnan Oktar's books are there on the buses in London, where you can turn around and see the words, "God exists." Adnan Oktar is also the one who explained that a single protein could not come into being through coincidence, revealing intentionally hidden fossils and eliminating Darwinism through scientific evidence. While most of the scholars in Turkey ignored the movement of the Mahdi, it was Adnan Oktar who explained and proved the movement of the Mahdi with scientific evidence. It was Adnan Oktar who revealed more than 600 of our Prophet's hidden miracles regarding the end times. As a result, today 70% of the population in Turkey says, "I'm expecting the Mahdi." While most Muslims forgot about the Islamic Union, and while the majority doubted the possibility of the Islamic Union, Adnan Oktar has been the herald of the Islamic Union since 1979, without giving up or becoming hopeless. Adnan Oktar is the only person who exposed the British deep state with concrete proof in Turkey and in the world. Encouraged by Adnan Oktar, more than 500 writers, politicians, and thinkers started writing and talking about the British deep state. While ideologically eliminating Darwinism, Adnan Oktar continued to explain Islam, depicting the Quranic miracles and the truths of faith. Thus, he greatly contributed to the rise of a rational new generation with sincere faith in their hearts. He laid the philosophical groundwork of the right-wing politics in Turkey. Adnan Oktar was the only person in the Islamic world who utilized art, beauty, quality, and splendor in such an effective way to spread Islam. Before Adnan Oktar's books, there were no other aesthetically rich books that warmed people to Islam and left no room for doubt, giving sincere and clear answers to all religious and scientific questions. Adnan Oktar's books are what all Muslims from every community, every religious order, and every sect proudly uses to spread Islam in any environment. The world has turned into a university without walls, owing to Adnan Oktar and his books, distributed free of charge to even the most remote corners of the world. Adnan Oktar is the first and only person in Turkey to reveal with concrete evidence that Ataturk was religious. He revealed the conundrums of bigotry and contradictions in the superstitions in a way that cannot be refuted by referring to the Quranic verses. Therefore, he helped the Quranic Islam become prevalent among the younger generation. Apart from Adnan Oktar and his friends, there is no other community that places such a high value on women. While in many places, women were either forced into background or sidelines, Adnan Oktar always gave priority to women, a first in the Islamic world. It was Adnan Oktar who put a stop to the spread of perverseness that is homosexuality in Turkey, which is rendered unlawful in the Quran by adapting a clear and ideological attitude against it. It was only Adnan Oktar who succeeded in spreading Islam in places where no other community had been able to enter before, such as the lodges of Freemasons, the Pentagon, the beaches, and the entertainment venues. Adnan Oktar is the only person in the world who can bring different people from every community and every school of thought together. At the invitations made by Adnan Oktar, people who wouldn't normally even stand side by side sat together because of him. For 40 years, Adnan Oktar is spreading Islam without going on vacation, appearing every day on live broadcast, regardless if it's Sunday, holiday, or rainy, even at the night of the coup attempt, without assets or wealth, without asking for compensation, without receiving any royalties from his books, without any compromise from the Quran, without shying away from voicing what he believes is right, without being concerned about the reactions of other people. On the path of God, with all his might and devotion of his life, God has bestowed on him a success unprecedented in Turkey and the whole world, and the capability to spread Islam more effectively. Because of him, millions of people became believers, others' faith deepened, and many people's perspectives changed. God bless him.